This conference will now be recorded.
So here, if you see, we created some measures we created, right? We did not create the measures. Okay, looks like I might not be saved it. So now we know how to calculate sum of the revenue, then how to calculate last year's sales by taking help of the sum with the same period last year formula. And we are trying to do the variancy, then followed with that one percentage we are calculating, and we are seeing the report. What is the year? What is the revenue? What is the total sales? Then we are going for last year sales. If you closely observe the last year's sales, we started our business in the year of 2000. There is no business we have in 1999, so this is empty. Whereas in 2001, for 2001, if I say last year means 2000 is the last year. So whatever number appearing here, same number will be appear here. For 2002, 2001 is the last year, so this number is appearing almost here, right? So what I'm trying to say is overall, so we are able to calculate last year's sales by using the formula called as calculate, and same period last year, these two things we used it. Calculate is coming from the filters category of the DAX. Same period last year is coming from the time intelligence functions. Then we are trying to subtract it. Then we calculate here percentage, we calculated and developed the report. Let us go and try to do quickly that. So we are going for edit queries. Then sorry, I think we want to calculate, right? I think I missed it. We need to go to the data page. Now in the data page, we can go to the sales. Here we can create our measures, whatever we are looking for. So we are going for a new measure calculation. Click on this new measure. Okay, anyhow, I think last class I got chance to show the new measure physically writing something. There is one more option called as new quick measure. What it mean? This is the wizard based calculations. For example, I am clicking on the new quick measure. Then we are getting one window. This is called as quick measure window. Here we have the calculation. Select a calculation what you want. People, whatever regularly they are doing, those all things already they kept here. People may be doing averages, variances, max, min, okay, some time intelligence functions, year to date, month to date, this kind of things. Running totals they may be doing, totals they may be doing, mathematical operations, additions, this kind of things. If any of these things you needed, just simply you can go and you can select here. It is going to give you options. Those options are filling means automatically formula will be for you. Okay, first let us go and try to calculate. I want to do here. Let us say, do you have here sum anything? No, we don't have sum here, right? Okay. So, but if you want to go for, let us say, something filtered value. So here you can say base value is what you want, then filter what you want. You can go on, you can specify here. We'll use this also down the line. So quick measure also part of the measures only. Only thing is, instead of you writing manually formula, system will be writing the formula for you. All you need to do is you need to select the required options. Now we are going for time being new measure. Then we are giving the name of this as total sales. So we're giving the name of this as total sales is equal to sum of, then we are saying as revenue. It should not be international, right? It should be, so it should be coming from the sales table. So we're selecting sales revenue. Now enter. You can notice we got one measure, that is total sales, and it's showing as it's a calculated one, or it's a measure kind of thing, it's showing it. Okay, now we want one more measure, we want it. Let us go and try to create one more measure, that is last year sales. So we're going for last year sales is equal to, then we need to calculate last year sales by using filter function, because you have to filter last year is what we have to filter, only those dates, and also we need to say as sum of the revenue. So if you want to filter something and you want to do some expression, means we have the calculate. Now we need to write here some expression. My expression is already we calculated, that is available here, that is known as total sales is my expression. Total sales is nothing but sum of revenue, that is my expression. Then we are going for filter one. So same period last year we want to take it. Same period last year, the dates has to come from date table, it has to come. So we are trying to take a date table, we are taking. Then enter. Now we are getting here last year sales also we are getting it. Then let us go and try to create one more measure by saying as variance. So we are trying to write here variance is equal to whatever we have last year sales and whatever we have current sales, we are trying to subtract and divide with the last year sales. So we are trying to subtract here last year sales, whatever we have it, minus, and whatever we have total revenue, total sales. This is a variance. We are just subtracting and we are giving it. Now if I want to know variance percentage is how much I want to know. Already I have variance in my hand. So variance percentage is equal to whatever we have the variance by, then we are trying to take care last year sales, sorry, variance by last year sales. Now into 100 also we are writing it, then enter. So we are trying to calculate here variance percentage. Once we completed all the calculations, let me go here, even I am saving it. I am trying to take care one table visualization. So it's trying to save table visualization. Then I want to know year wise what is my revenues. So let us take the year column, and year is not meant for summing. So let us go and try to say as do not summarize. Then we want to go for what is the revenue. So this is how we are getting the revenue column. Now I want to take care total sales. Ideally revenue and total sales will be same, because this also rolling up to year only, this also rolling up to year only. Now we want to go for what is the last year sales. We should get here the same corner values has to match. That means 2001 sales number should be coming to the 2002 last year sales. 2015 sales, last year sales should be equal to 2014 current sales, like that should be there. Then we're also looking for variance, we are looking for. So variance also we got it, there are pluses and minus. Then variance percentage we are looking, so that how much it is increased or decreased. Here you can notice something infinity also we got here, because here we have the zero, I mean null, nothing but null minus total sales we are doing, and that by null we are doing. We are doing divided with the null, right? As it is not able to do null division, it converts first null into the zero. It's try to divide with zero. Whenever something by zero means it should be infinity. That's how we are getting the data here. Is it clear? Right. So there are scenarios people will be doing total sales minus last year sales also. They want to compare with current year with respect to last year. There are last year with respect to current year means we can say this is minus also. If you do this minus we do, you may not be getting here that infinity, you may not be getting here last year sales. How much we got it? 120 percentage. How much we have here? 20. Okay, percentage symbol we given. That is something. 120 means percentage symbol we remove. No. What is the formula? I missed it. Why you didn't get infinity? Okay, we used here divide thing. I did directly division. It looks like so. If you use divide, divide function has some beautiful functionality. Let me show the syntax once. So variance percentage is equal to, okay, see this divide function has parameters. What is this one? First one, numerator. What you have to provide it. So we are providing numerator, we are providing. Then we need to provide a denominator. Denominator we are thinking like last year's sales. If you see third one, we have here alternate result. What is the meaning of this alternate result is, you suppose while you're dividing this one, some reason it is going to the infinity or something, then it is going to convert that into the null, it is going to convert it. That is a functionality of the divide function. Previously, if I use normal by, if I use, we're getting infinity, this kind of things, right? Those things automatically handled by this divide. Now let me go and try to multiply with 100, then see now how the data will be changing here. Okay, now notice we do not have any infinity value because there is a problem, then it is trying to convert into the null, it is trying to convert it. Is it clear, Ras, Vinod?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So divide in Power BI. Okay. Numerator, denominator, and alternate result. So if you see here, this is the normal way of doing it. If you don't want to use the divide, means this must have a big story, we have to write it. If it is a blank, then first we are substituting 0. If not, then we are trying to do here profit by sales, we are doing it. This all calculation, whatever we have it, that equivalent one is the divide function. Are you getting my point? If you write this expression or if you write small divide function, both are doing same. Okay, read this one, you will get more clarity. Mainly to handle the blank values. Okay, now similarly with this last year sales, I have here total units and last year total units variancy, total units variance percentage, we have it. Only thing is we used previously the measure is called as revenue. Now we need to use the measure called as units, we have to use it. There is the only difference. Remaining all things are same. I hope we'll able to do that one. Next we have here year to date. So the year to date is we are using total YTD is the function what we are using. Year till date. Year till date means, let us say today is 22nd of the February. So January 1st to 22nd of the February only we are trying to calculate the total YTD. Okay, for the same total YTD also we are going with the last year what is the YTD sales. That means last year means what, 2020 January 1st to February 22 what is the sales, something like that. Then again we are going for variancy. Then we are trying to go for variance percentage. We are calculating. We are showing that in the report. We are showing it. Even to get more clarity, month also we considered here, so that if you see the revenue, this one, and this is the YTD sales, 2000 year January. What is the YTD sales and what is the last year YTD sales? In the 1999 January, I do not have any business because I started my business itself in 2000 January. That is the reason I'm showing empty. If you observe this one, 2001 January, I have this much. From where we got 12,742,281. This is nothing but 2000 January revenue, right? Are you able to observe it? So whatever we have this revenue, that is coming as a last year our YTD sales, because we are observing 2001 January, we are observing it. So by comparing 2001 January, how much we improved our business is 9% we improved our business. So we got here 109, that is nothing but 9% more we did the business comparatively 2000 January. If you take the 2000 February also together, if I take the together of these two things, we take it, 29 is the what we have the value, but here we have the 33 is the value. So we got here overall in 2 months 15% more we did the business. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now let us go and try to.
How do you know that 15% there?
Yeah. Okay. So here we got it 115, right?
Yeah.
100% means exactly what we did last year, same thing we did it. Okay. So 115 they are saying, that means more than from 100 how much it is far, 15 is the far, right? So the 15% is the more. Here 9 is the more percentage what we got. Is it clear?
Okay.
Okay. Let us do this kind of calculations. So we are going back to again data page, or even you can do calculations from this page also you can do it. If I want to do something sales table, then new measure you want to calculate, simply we need to go for sales table. There we have the 3 dots here. Click on the 3 dots. There is option called as new measure. Click on the new measure. Then we can say what we want here, YTD, then sales we want it. YTD sales we want it. So YTD related function we have here, that function we supposed to use here. So that is called as total YTD. The syntax automatically will come for you. So go and try to type here total YTD. So tomorrow someone is asking about the quarter till date or month till date. You need to use respective functions where to use it. You can read this information also here. Evaluates the specified expression over the interval which begins on the first day of the year, that is January 1st, and ends with the last date in the specified date column after applying specified filters. So we are writing first expression, then dates column, then we are going to write here some filters if anything is applicable. Okay, now we are writing here total sales. We are writing total sales. What do we have? Then we need to provide here dates. We have to provide it. So the dates is, this is the based on this one. We are going for the dates. That's it. We don't want any further filters. We don't want it. If you want to say particular product only, let us say MacBook, Apple MacBook sales only, I want to compare. Then we have to write here comma. Then we have to say as product is equal to MacBook filter. I have to provide it. Then I will be comparing 2000 January. What is my MacBook sales? 2001 January. What is my MacBook sales? What is the difference? I can able to observe it. That kind of filters can go on. You can extend here. For time being, we are not doing again product filters or something else. Just we are doing overall year-wise, irrespective of the products, irrespective of the locations. I want to know total sales. So go and try to calculate here total YTD. Then if you want, you can see the report here. Let me take on one more page. Then let me take a table. Let us say year. Then we are going for total sales. Then we are going for YTD sales. Okay. Also introduce your month. Okay. So year wise, month wise, what is the total sales and what is the YTD sales we are trying to see? Let me remove this total sales also. Let's see the YTD sales first. Okay. Now we have here 2015, April 15. What is the YTD sales? Something like that we have it. April, February, March, something like that. Now let us go and try to calculate here. Last year sales is how much? We'll try to calculate it. So we need to do similarly. Calculate, then YTD sales, same period last year function we have to use, then date column. Okay, so let us go and try to use this. We are going for sales, then new measure. So last year YTD sales is equal to, then we are writing here calculate, then expression we want here. The expression is we are trying to take as total sales. Sorry, total sales is how much? Then comma, we need to write the filter here. Filter is based on the dates. Sorry, let me take same period last year. Then we want to take here the column called as date column. We want to take it. So the date. Same period last year, total sales we are trying to take it. Same period. It is a YTD sales we have to take, right? Same period last year. This is to be honest here, YTD sales we have to introduce it, right? It's
Yes.
not. Yeah, I written here this total sales I written. It should be YTD sales. Sorry. So otherwise this calculation again becomes as previous calculation what we did. So let me correct it. Same period last year. Then we are going for the date column. Okay, we are telling like based on the YTD sales, we are trying to take the same period last year we are taking. Then we'll get that respective column here. Last year YTD sales.
Sir,
We can write a sum of total sales. That is also correct, right?
Sum of revenue, because total sales itself
Yeah,
is,
yes.
but what will happen is, again, total sales is already we have in our hand, right?
Okay,
If it is sum of revenue means, again we'll try to calculate it.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And next one is just simply the subtraction. Then we are using the divide. I think looks like it's similar to the previous things. You can able to do it. And next homework is based on the units. I am handling in this notes only revenue I am handling. Then units measure correspondingly. We are trying to give it as homework caregiving. If you are following, we'll be able to do that. Next we have here market share. So people generally, we have, let's say, 4 products I have it, let us say. Apple is selling phones, Apple is selling laptops, Apple is selling something else, let us say. They want to understand on phones how much is my revenue compared to total revenue. On phones, how much is my revenue, or on laptops, how much is my revenue, like that they want to understand. In that case, we are trying to provide here filter by saying here manufacturer wise, we are trying to see the total sales. So this particular manufacturer total sales is how much, we are trying to calculate it. Here, if you see the manufacturers, how many manufacturers we have here, let me go and try to observe it. Manufacturer ID, then manufacturer name, then this is what we have. So I have totally 14 people are available. 14 people, out of it, one person is there. This person is contributing total how much money compared to the others. Let us say if I take a revenue also into the consideration, if you see this number is bigger than other things, right? I want to know this number is how much percentage in this one. So that kind of calculation we are doing. I want to know total sales is how much only by filtering this particular manufacturer. Then we are calculating percentage of the sales by introducing this total sales is equal to 0. Then we are substituting at 0, we are substituting. Otherwise, we are dividing this total with the total sales, we are dividing. Then putting the 0. If suppose while you are doing the division, if we got any problems, then we are going to put here 0, we are putting as the alternate result. This will gives me like this result. So what is the meaning of this report here? This is irrespective of manufacturer, all the manufacturers in 2006, how much they contributed. Only this particular manufacturer, how much he contributed. This 43.05 is in the total revenue, only this manufacturer contributed 43% of the market share. Is it clear? First, business, what they are trying to understand, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let us go and try to implement these formulas. Okay, this calculate is known thing only. This divide also known thing only. Extra we are trying to learn is if function we are learning, but if also we use it a couple of times. So this is called as expression. If this expression is true, we are putting as 0. If not true, we are doing this one. Two conditions. Okay, let us go and try to do here the particular product. New measure. Okay, so we are writing here only this particular manufacturer sales is how much we are trying to write. The spelling is very important because we are trying to use this one in the and the manufacturer filter we are trying to put it. If it's capital, we have to write capital only. If it's small, we have to write small only, not in the title. When we are putting in the filter, we have to write like that. So now we want to go for total sales. We want to calculate. So we say calculate. Then we already have the total revenue we have here. That is total sales we have here. But we need to follow here. The filter is the manufacturer filter we have to follow. The manufacturer is equal to, we are saying this as this value. Now, if there is a problem, maybe we have to write here double quotes.
Double quotes.
Yeah. Now we'll get here only this particular thing. What is the sales? Let us take here year column, year wise, what is the total sales? We are trying to take one column, and year wise only particular this product sales is how much we are trying to take here. So these two columns we have it. Now this is the total, all the 14 manufacturers sum it is. This is only this one manufacturer sum it is. Now we want to understand what is the percentage of these two things. So we are going for one more calculation, new measure. Then percentage, sales percentage. Okay, so we want to write here, if here, because we are trying to divide something, if whatever we have here, this sales, some reason it is 0, some reason it is 0. Oh, sorry. Which sales we have to take it? If total sales is equal to 0, then we are substituting here 0. Otherwise, we are trying to follow here result false, means we are doing the divide. So divide whatever we have the total sales. Sorry, whatever we have the this sales, comma, then whatever we have the total sales, we are dividing it. So while we are dividing this one, if we face any problems, then we are trying to face it, put here 0, then we are closing the bracket. Now we'll get here sorry. So 39% sales it is in 2000 it is. So if you add here percentage symbol also, that looks very good, looks like. So let us say into 100. Now that is giving you 38% of the business, only this product we did it. Is it clear, this calculation? Raz, Vinod, are you able to follow?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, next we have here something, optimize the data model. Optimizing means something renaming, and some columns we are seeing it that we really not required. Those things we are trying to hide here basically. Suppose we are thinking like month number, then we are going for hiding in the report view. That means it will not be appears in the report view. It will be there in the model, but we are not going to show it. For example, we are going for month number here. Here we are seeing the month ID and month number. I don't want to see month number in my report here. If I don't want here, means then you can go here. There is an option called as hide option. If you hide it, this column will not be available for the reporting. Even month ID also we are not using for the purpose of reporting, so you can go and you can hide it. Whatever columns you are really not required for reporting purpose, you can hide it, so that tomorrow once you publish this into the cloud, self-service users, business analysts will able to do reporting, as we have very less number of columns. Don't keep your unnecessary columns also too many. That's what we are doing here. We're selecting one by one whatever we don't want it, we're hiding that one. Okay, even manufacturer ID, we are trying to hide it, something like that. And we are also doing here some renamings we are doing here, and also we are hiding these all columns, we are hiding it. I think we're able to do this one. So overall, in this chapter, if I compare the DAX formulas wise, okay, we are good enough to learn the DAX formulas. Number one, that is called as, where is that? Okay, so we learned about date and time functions. Then we learned about filter functions. Then even we learned math functions also. We learned one of the math function. What we learned is divide is the math function only. We learned it. Also, we got chance to learn about some logical functions, which is nothing but if whatever we have it. Then we touched about time intelligence functions. That's what same period last year. Those kind of things. Still, there are few categories we didn't touch it. Down the line, whenever we are doing some other exercises, we are going to do it. And meanwhile, did you get chance to explore what is the difference between sum versus sum x, and also calculate versus calculate tables asked, right? Did you get chance to do it? Online folks?
I did sum versus sum x, but in the calculate versus calculate table, the calculate table seem like calculate, but it shows in the table. It returns in the table, not in the column, not in the measure, I think.
Okay. What I will do now is I will teach you how to follow the one blog, and in the blog whatever data they are using, same data sets where it is available, so that you'll able to practice as it is step by step, following the blogs. You can do that. For example, I written here sum versus sum x. I am pretty confident you'll able to read this one, understand this one. Sum and sum x are functions that are often found to be misleading for many Power BI users, as both functions are doing the aggregations. It seems a bit confusing. What is the actual difference between these two? Okay, so if you do this activity, then you come to understand. So first they're trying to take care one measure from the fact internet sales. They are taking sales amount, and we're seeing the sum is 29.36 m. And we take an English education is the dimension, and we are trying to see sum of sales. Then sum x we are doing here. We want to subtract what is the sales amount and what is the total production cost. We want to subtract it. If I write here sum this minus this, means to be looking wise, you may feel like, okay, this is a possible case only, right? Are you getting my point? Sometimes we used to do in Excel, let us say, okay. Now I have in the Excel, for example, here 10. Here I have 20. For example, I have here 5. I have here 15. Then we want to subtract these things. So this minus this, we are doing it. But here formula, if you see, we are not just like that. We are doing here sum of. Then we are doing like this. If I try to do here, it is working, right? But now, if you want to go for this, it is showing here the sum function only accepts a column reference as an argument. Only a column, that means one column only, it is going to accept. Then what you are going to do? So here we have two options in Excel. For example, I can go and I can do now these two sum is what we can do it now. We are getting it 10. So system will not be agreeing. Let us say if I do sum of these two things, then if you do sum of these two things, then if I say difference of this is what we are asking. This calculation and this calculation both are same or not? What we did here, we subtracted individual values first, then we did here sum we did. Here what we are doing, first each column we are summing, then whatever we got the result we are trying to subtract it. End result is same. In Excel both the things are supported. This is where we need to understand sum and SumX difference. This is nothing but SumX calculation. The way of doing the SumX calculation.
Row level calculation.
Yeah. First it is going to calculate entirely, then it's trying to subtract it. If you say the moment SumX, it will understand the things and will be able to do it. So wherever you see the word called as X, it's a maybe entire table level calculation, entire table level calculation, or entire column level calculation it is. First it is going to calculate entirely. And also one more benefit is sum will not allow more than one measure, but SumX will allow n number of things. They given one more beautiful example here to handle this one. What we supposed to do is we have to write here, for example, some of the margins we wanted. As part of this much of things we have to write it. Then see how many sums we have to use here. This is also correct only now. Sum of this we are doing first, then minus sum of this we are doing. So that means this entire column we are summing first, then we are summing entire this column we are summing. The result 2 we are trying to subtract it. That's what we did here. But this expression is good if you have the time and if you have the patience, then there is no need to use SumX anywhere, because SumX also doing what, column level sum only, right? This also doing column level sum only, but we are doing here how many expressions we are doing. This is one expression, this is one expression, two expressions we are doing it. If it is very bigger one, then see here how many expressions are doing, 1 2 3 4 5, so many things are doing. Instead of these all things, we can go and we can say SumX we are using, and we say, hey, I want to take this table, I want to take these two things subtraction. Once we got the result, then we are doing the SumX. So the expression whatever we have it, this will be minimized. Are you getting my point? Okay. Then we'll see here sum of sales is how much and sum of margins are how much. We can go and we can observe it. Both are giving the same result. Yeah, they are also giving in the Excel. So this minus this doing first, then keeping here, then we are doing the sum, we are doing it. That's how the SumX is going to work. Okay. Okay, now how to get this data, whatever we are seeing, fact internet sales data directly. Let us go and try to see. In my case, in SQL Server, if you expand this databases, we are seeing one of the thing that is known as AdventureWorks DW 2012, AdventureWorks DW 2017. We are seeing it. So these things we have to get it. To get that thing, we have one material in the installation process. Yeah, restore sample data I given, right? AdventureWorks DW 2012, how to restore it. If you go to this link, there we have the process how to get the data, sample data, how to get into your database. So we have here backup files are available 2019, 2017, like this is corresponding to OLTP, transactional database. We are not interested on that one. Next is we have here data warehouse. This is what we're interested. Take 2012, you try to take it because most of the internet examples will be based on the 2012. So take the 2012. If you want 2019 or 17, you can store it, nothing much problem. First, we try to download this one. Once you download it, we need to go to the SSMS, we have to go. Then just we have to keep that in the backup folder, Microsoft SQL Server, this backup folder, we have to keep it. Here we have to go on your say as restore the database. Once you restore the database, you will be able to see this database. We are going to get it here. Try this one today. If you face any problems, let me know, then I will be able to help you out. Okay, that is the one option, how to get this data. Second option is also I provided in our materials. If you go here, Power BI master, then lab data. In the lab data, AdventureWorks DW I given folder. Inside this one, I have here Excels. Same data, we have the CSV file format also, we have it. So people who have some trouble with the SQL Server, it is not installed or is not working for you something, still you can go ahead and you can use this one and you can practice it. Let me show you something here. Let me save this first. I'm going to the new. So we are trying to get the data. So the CSV file I am trying to show it. So let us go and try to take care CSV files. Then connect. The CSV file are available in the Tarun PBI, the Power BI master, the lab data, then AdventureWorks DW, then fact internet sales. Okay, let me take this fact internet sales. Only one table I am taking at this point of time. Just say load. So this also has good amount of volume data. Now we are trying to take here card. In the card, I am taking the revenue column. I am taking it. There should be column called as sales revenue. Yeah, sales amount we have it. Now, how much sales amount we are seeing here? Is it same as in internet what they are trying to explain? So if you see in the top, what is the amount they are trying to explain? 29.36. Here also we got 29.36. So following examples will be very easy if you use same data set what they are using it. So that step by step we can compare and we can use it. Are you getting my point?
Yes. Where is the link, sir? You put this link in that note.
Oh, okay. I gave this link even in the interview questions also I gave it. But
Okay.
at this point, just I typed here some versus some X I typed in the Google. The moment you
Okay.
type this is the first link you are going to get it.
Okay.
Not only this link, if any other people are explaining in the internet also, they will be using this fact internet sales is the data set only they are using. That's the reason the data set I kept here in two ways we can able to get the data set. One is in the SQL server you can get it. Second is some people anyone has the trouble, then you can also get from the our material.
Sir, my SQL Server is not installed in my machine, sir.
Okay, for you people only, this kind of option I provided. You can use the CSV files and you can practice at this moment, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Okay.
Thank you then. And tomorrow onwards, both the class will happen, 8 o'clock class as well as 9 o'clock class. In the 8 o'clock, I am doing the joins I am doing. First 4 joins are completed. Equal join, left outer, right outer, full outer. Rest of the 4 joins tomorrow I am going to complete. If anyone missed any classes, you can free to attend that also. Thank you.